Haley, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Okay, good. I know we talked over the phone, and you said that you wanted to come in for some anxiety and some stress, especially related to work. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know a couple things. First of all, we're here to make the best use of your time and talk about the things that you feel like you need to talk about. And so, whatever that is, please feel free to share whatever it is that you need to talk about. If at any time you have a question or you're confused about something or you just want to ask me a question about anything, please feel free. This is a collaborative process. So this is something where we're working together. You are as much in charge of this time, if not more, than I am. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what has been going on at work lately?
Yeah, so I feel like I've been doing well and that everything was going fine, and now all of a sudden I feel like everything's going wrong and that I know that I'm going to get fired soon. And all I did was mess up one little thing and I forgot to discount a customer, and it's not like it's going to affect their money or decrease. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what is happening.
So you feel like there's an awful lot of pressure at work, and maybe it's a little bit confusing why they're putting so much weight on things that seem to be small.
Yes. Yeah. I just feel like something that small should not affect my job and that much. I feel like they could just tell me what I did wrong and then give me another chance, or I don't know.
So some of the reactions that you've been getting at work seem to be disproportionate to the things that are happening. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I feel like they just don't really tell us what's happening. I would hear some talk in the work office, and then it just gets me all worked up because I didn't realize that it was that big of a deal.
So maybe things are things a little bit ambiguous. Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're not very good at communicating to the workers. It's all very, I don't know, unexplained, I guess.
So how's your relationship with your coworkers?
We all get along great. Just going into work and seeing them is actually something I enjoy. But then we're all kind of stressed out from hearing things in the office, so it kind of affects our relationship that way. But we all still love hanging out with each other at work, and yeah.
Hearing things in the office, I heard you say that phrase a couple of times. Could you elaborate on that a little bit for me?
Well, I guess because there's like different levels, and like some people kind of just tell us different things, or that they heard that I did something wrong and that it would affect my job, and they've been letting a lot of people go recently for tiny little mistakes like what I did, so it's just all over the place.
So let me see if I'm understanding this correctly. You feel like you've been hearing an awful lot of talk lately about them making a big deal out of mistakes, and your fear is that you're going to get fired unjustly for something that you and others consider to be just a small little mistake.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm hearing you say that you have a pretty good relationship with your coworkers. So, what does that look like for you, putting that relationship with your coworkers to good use to help maybe deal with some of these issues?
I think it would be great if I could have that backup and support from my coworkers, and us just being able to clear the atmosphere at work, and so we all know what we're supposed to do and what not to do, and how we cannot get fired.
It sounds like you and your coworkers are all kind of in the same boat, in that you feel a little bit uncertain about your expectations at work. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's always just little notes around work saying that something isn't being done and it should be, but they don't really tell us how or what we're supposed to do to change that. So,
So, how do you feel about the possibility of teaming up with your coworkers and proposing to your bosses that you all sit down and talk a little bit more in detail about some of these expectations?
that would probably be great for not just me, but everybody.
Would that be helpful to you all?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. I'm going to recommend after this session, a good goal for you would be to talk to the coworker that you're closest with and see how she feels, both about the current work situation and about approaching your bosses to talk about having clear lines of communication.
Okay, I can do that.
So does that sound like an accomplishable goal for you?
Yeah, for sure. We always
Great.
talk at work anyways.
All right, Haley. Well, I really have enjoyed our time together today. Please give me a call if you have any questions in the meantime. But otherwise, I will see you for our next scheduled session.
Okay, perfect.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Kim.